Hi there, it's Ken with Roguedeckbuilder.com here with an updated Gatecrash deck. This was good old Esper Tokens, which I think might be very well positioned in the meta right now, as most decks are either UWR Flash, Aristocrats, RG Aggro, or Esper Control. And as far as the aggro decks are concerned, this deck has a lot of resilience and it runs 4 mainboarded Supreme Verdicts, and then can begin to outmuscle them with the 4 favorable winds and 4 intangible virtues. So you can board wipe and then throw out like a Talon's Invocation or a Midnight Haunting, and then just begin to outmuscle the other aggro decks. It also has a lot of resilience compared to the other mid-range / aggressive decks against control, as you are able to recover quite well with flashing back Lingering Souls or end of turning Midnight Hauntings. So I want to give this a whirl, see how well it works in the meta right now, and I'm pretty excited. So let's just go down the deck list. I'm running 9 shock lands, and I don't want to shock myself too much against aggro, because the only way to gain life is from Vault of the Archangel and Azorius Charm. So I don't want to shock myself too much. So I've just included 3 plains and an islands for basic lands. Then I think I'm playing 10 of the Innistrad / M13 lands. And they should come into play untapped quite frequently. So shouldn't have too much of a problem here. I might actually swap out Isolated or Drowned Catacombs for... I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to swap out another Drowned Catacomb for another Isolated Chapel. And that'll be 3 of each of them, and then 4. I think that'll work out better, as we have tons of white sources. We have to hit that white source. And then I am running as my non-basic land Vault of the Archangel. That's the other way, like I mentioned, to outmuscle and gain some life. Then 4 of Supreme Verdicts, like I said, it's a good reset button against other aggressive decks. If they overextend, you can hold on to your card, Supreme Verdict, and then begin to take over by outclassing their creatures with your swarm. Then I'm running a 1 of Devour Flesh and a 2 of Tribute to Hunger. Tribute to Hunger is another way for me to gain a little bit of life before I stabilize and begin to take over. I'm running a 1 Bloodline Keeper. I'm trying this out to see how well he is in this deck. The tokens get pumped by Intangible Virtue and the favorable wind. Also, yeah, they're flying, so yeah, it does also hit the token. So he spits out 4 4s instead of 2 2s. And then running, like I said, the 4 favorable winds and 4 intangible virtues as the pumps. I'm running 2 Talon Sky Summoners. There is quite a bit of instances and sorceries in this deck with 4 Minute Huntings, 4 Lingering Souls, Bloodline Keeper, or Tribute to Hungers, Devour Flesh, etc. And then post-board, there's even more instances and sorceries you can bring in. So 2 might be the wrong number. Maybe 1 of is the right number. Talon can just get you back in the game, though. I'm thinking these might get sided out. I'm going to test them to see how well they do. Maybe just for another Talon's Invocation. And then just 3 of Talon's Invocations to help get back in the game as well. I'm also running 2 Blind Obedience to see how well these work out in this deck, and it's another way to kind of start pinging them down and gaining some life. Pretty good against the flash decks, as they can't flash in Restoration Angels. That's basically why it's in here. What it's in here for is Restoration Angel. So not running in Gather the Townsfolk, because I'm thinking this is going to be enough token generation between the Bloodline Keeper and the 11 copies of token generators plus Tauren. Like I said again, I might need to go up. I might need to put in the Gather the Townsfolk. We'll see. I'm also thinking Doom Traveler might be decent. Anyhow, let's just go to the sideboard here. Elixir of Immortality is in here for the Esper Control decks that use Nephalia Drownyard. It helps reset the game when you're getting milled out. Witchbane Orb is also in here versus Bonfire and Nephalia Drownyard decks. Very good against Jund as well. Might go up to 2 copies of this, not sure. Beckon Aberration is in there. Apparition is in here against the Reanimator decks. It also generates a 1/1 flying token, so very good as well with favorable winds and intangible virtue. This is something I might consider mainboarding. Several of the lines in here against more creature decks, more decks that run like Boros Reckoner as it exiles it. Anything else that would dying effects like messenger decks, Sever the Bloodline would come in. Duress against Control, pretty self-explanatory. Negates against Sphinx's Revelation decks. And Terminus, more Terminus against another reset button against the aggro decks. You can bring Terminuses in. So I'm liking this deck so far. I don't know how well it will handle itself against the incredibly fast RG aggro decks, but we'll see. I'm thinking the Vault, if I can stabilize the Vault of the Archangel, will get us there, plus all the pumps. So about to play a game here. This is Kevin from Roguedeckbuilder.com. Thanks for watching.